Law versus practice in the EU asylum system. The EU's strong legal framework. The European Union has one of the most advanced and detailed regional asylum systems in the world. The Common European Asylum System, CEAS, aims to create common standards for how asylum seekers are treated, how their claims are processed, and what rights they have. It builds on the 1951 Geneva Convention and adds extra protections, like subsidiary protection, for people who do not meet the strict refugee definition, but still need safety. Key parts of the CEAS include the Dublin Regulation, which decides which country is responsible for an asylum claim, the Qualification Directive, the Asylum Procedures Directive, and the Reception Conditions Directive. Together, these laws are supposed to make sure that all asylum seekers in the EU have a fair chance to apply for protection and live in safe conditions while they wait. The gap between law and reality. However, having strong laws on paper does not always mean they work well in practice. Many asylum seekers in the EU still face big challenges when they arrive. They might wait months or even years for a decision. Reception conditions can be poor, with overcrowded camps, lack of privacy, or basic services like food and healthcare not always guaranteed. Legal aid and interpreters are not always available, which can make it hard for people to explain their reasons for seeking protection. This is especially difficult for vulnerable groups like families with young children, victims of trafficking, or unaccompanied minors who need extra support. Border states like Greece, Italy, and Spain still carry most of the responsibility because of their location. This creates unfair pressure on them and leads to different standards of protection across Europe. While some countries offer better housing and legal support, others struggle with resources and political opposition. As you have studied in this module, the EU has strong asylum laws on paper, from the Geneva Convention to the CEAS and the new 2024 Pact. You have also learnt how other regions, like Africa and Latin America, expand refugee protection in different ways. But the key lesson is this: laws alone are not enough. Real protection depends on how fairly and consistently these rules are applied in practice. Always remember, good laws matter, but how they are put into action matters even more.